Hey, it's Stacy with Anxiety Detox. Thank you so much for being here today. Today, I want to talk about that thing that we all do. You know it, I'm guilty all the time, but we see people, we pass them by, and we all say, hey, how's it going? How are you? And we all respond in basically the same way. Fine, how are you? I'm good, how's it going? And it's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Generally, it's sort of a quick way to say, hey, I acknowledge you, I see you, right? But these days, so many people are stressed, and there really are so many other things just beneath the surface. And I thought, what if we took a moment, instead of just hurrying by with a, hey, how's it going? Fine, how are you? Great. If we took a moment to really pause and ask somebody, no, really, like, how are you? So one of the reasons I think we don't do this enough is, one, yeah, we're really busy, but the other reason is sometimes we're not sure we know what to do or how to pull these things out of people or what to say if they do tell us some bad news. So I wanted to give you a few tips so that if you were up for trying this out with somebody, then you would have a little bit of tools and strategies that you could use to do a great job in having this conversation with somebody. So first of all, when you ask someone, how are you, instead of saying it as you continue to walk by them, we could stop, just do a little pause. Pausing, physically stopping, really signals, I'm ready to listen, I'm waiting for a response. The second thing we can do is make good eye contact. You know, nothing tells someone that you're disinterested any better than looking down at the ground, looking at your phone while you ask them, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. When we pause and give them our direct eye contact, we're really, increasing those signals for, I'm here for you. The third thing that we can do is, as someone does begin to share, we can just nod and say, yeah, okay, right? We give them that affirmation that we're listening. I once heard somebody say that, very few people truly listen when somebody else speaks. Most of the time, we're just waiting for our turn to talk, right? And how many times, I'm so guilty of this sometimes, I'm listening to somebody tell a story. It reminds me of a story, something that I went through that was similar, and I get excited about my story and I'm waiting for them to finish so I can dive right into mine, right? So we all do it, it's kind of human nature, but when you really want to give somebody that opportunity to share theirs, putting aside your own stories to be really present for theirs is one of the best gifts that you can give somebody. Now, the fourth thing, know what to say. Now, that sounds crazy, right? Sometimes we get in these situations where we're talking to somebody and we're hearing something really, deep and difficult, and we don't know what to say. There aren't really words to fix some problems. And so the right thing to say really is just, I'm here for you, I support you. But also, the other thing that we do when we do counseling is we do reflective listening. And reflective listening is just reflecting back what you hear from the other person. So if the other person says, what an awful day, this happened and my tire went flat and I lost my lunch money and whatever all those things are, when you listen to them, you nod, right? And you say, oh, wow. And at the end, rather than diving into your own story, if you were to say, wow, that was an awful day, I'm so sorry, it just gives them that little bit of acknowledgement and that little bit of relief that someone has seen me and has acknowledged how hard my day was. Sometimes we don't necessarily want somebody to take on all our burdens, but it would be nice if somebody could acknowledge, like, man, that was hard. that was tough. So doing those 4 things can really increase your connections with other people. It can really give them a sense of support from you. And who doesn't need a little more support these days? So I hope those are helpful for you. I would love to hear about it if you accept this challenge and you do try to give somebody a little more time when you ask them how their day is going. And then finally, I want you to tell me, how are you doing, really? Get back to me, send an email, respond on Facebook, any way you can. Let me know how it's going for you. I really want to know. One last thing. Mary Cheatham King Real Estate is one of my business idols. She does a phenomenal job here in Carteret County. And one of the things she does is she has a weekly show she calls Coffee with MC, where she interviews local businesses, talks about the different things happening in the area. And this week, she's interviewing me for her show, and I'm so excited. Tomorrow morning, Friday, January the 21st, it will be live on Facebook at 8 a.m. So tune in, please check it out. She's amazing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you so much. I will see you next Thursday.